Sudip Bhaduri here with the big Barton film show on Barton FM, also on YouTube and online. It's been a tough week for us all, here and across the globe, and my thoughts and prayers are with those who have suffered a lot of grief and anxiety. There is a battle plan for the nation, which has been set up by our Prime Minister, and we should all collectively embrace this plan, help each other, as well as look after one's family. And will the movie world take a hit with COVID-19? More about that later. But life has to go on. And for those who want to visit their cinemas, hand gel and masks and all, there are two noteworthy movies to chat about. Film of the week this week is Onward, the latest offering from the brilliant Pixar studios and light years ahead of Disney in their originality and production line of great films. Their last two, notably, were Up and Coco, absolutely majestic and way better than the predictable, boring Frozen 2. And no doubt there'll be a Frozen 3 in the making, sadly, for some of us. Taking away the Toy Story franchise, Pixar has always brought fresh conceptions and ideas for all ages, as well as their legendary short animations before their feature. The director and writer of Onward is Dan Scanlon, who is a stalwart at writing scripts for Pixar movies, and he directed, as his debut film, Monster University, which was the prequel to Monsters Inc. Now, Onward features the voice talents of Chris Pratt, Tom Holland, and co-stars Julia Louis-Dreyfus and Octavia Spencer. And it tells of two teenage elf brothers, Ian and Barley Lightfoot. They doubt that there's magic out there in the big world. One is breaking into adulthood. The other is pestering him about the real world. When their mother discovers a mysterious gift from their late father, who is called Wilden, there is a clue inside about how to see him again. Now, without spoiling anything, cue another entertaining Pixar romp, very much like Up. The camaraderie and the brotherly mayhem are the key points once again, with the moral of family ties and loyalty which comes to the fore. One of the brothers finds out he has a hidden talent. I won't spoil it. It's not a tale about magic, it's a story about loss and family. Cracking animation as always, especially the character called the Manticore, played superbly with the voiceover by Oscar winner Octavia Spencer in her voiceover debut. There are surprising twists along the pathway with yet another knockout script by Scanlon, and watch out for our forgotten British treasure, that is Tracy Ullman as a pawn shop owner. Tracy Ullman, throwback to the 80s, folks. If you want to learn about how to work through chaotic situations, cue what's going on in the world, then for escapism, this is worth your every penny. Frozen 2 is dead and buried, and get your Kleenex out for the climax. Onwards and upwards, excuse the pun, with Pixar. My rating, 3.5 star. Also released, Military Wives, getting a lot of publicity in recent days. Inspiring true story made by the director of The Full Monty, Peter Cataneo. Stars Christian Scott Thomas and Sharon Horgan. The subject matter is heart-wrenching as the British guys go fighting in Afghanistan, leaving their beleaguered wives and kids behind. They've got their duty to perform for their country. Now, two of the wives, Kate and Lisa, decide to bring all these women together amidst adversity in a choir. And the rest is history. It's a true story, a classy tale of bonding and sisterhood. It's a typical Sunday afternoon feel-good movie if it's wet outside. I suppose we need this type of film these days. So, movie news on the Big Barton Film Show, and the COVID-19 virus may well delay the release of a lot of major films. And already, No Time to Die, the last outing for Daniel Craig as James Bond, has been put back to the 12th of November this year. What about the other new releases? What about Mulan? How will this impact on cinema numbers? There's some predictions that Mulan may have a storming first weekend, but will that happen? I think there'll be a massive blowback, but it will rise again. And I bet you $1 million that Bond will be big this autumn. Eon and MGM were smart, I think, to cancel and delay this. And there may well be delayed filming for other movies. Got to ride out this storm, and we all await for news from all the major movie distributors. The overall Chinese box office has dropped by nearly $2 billion. That's quite a drop. But we can all pick up again, I'm sure. First photos of the new Batmobile as Robert Pattinson dons the Dark Knight outfit in his new Batman movie next year called The Batman. Now, I've mentioned this many times on the Barton Big Film Show, and the director is Cloverfield Helmer Matt Reeves. It's out June the 25th, 2021. Cast has been made. Zoe Kravitz, superb actress. Catwoman. Colin Farrell is the Penguin. Paul Dano, we haven't seen much of him recently. He was from There Will Be Blood and other great films. He plays the Riddler. Andy Serkis plays Alfred. And Jeffrey Wright, top American actor, plays Commissioner Gordon. This is tasty. I can guarantee that. And Captain America himself, Chris Evans, who was last seen in the superb comedy thriller Knives Out, he will team up with action drama director Scott Derrickson. Remember, he made Doctor Strange, in a new Bermuda Triangle thriller. No name for the movie yet. Ships vanished there, no course found, no plot lines, but Evans is always a bankable star. Do have a good week. Look after your health. Watch lots of DVDs if you can't make it to the cinema, or there's always Netflix. See ya.